Good evening, everybody. How are we all feeling? That was a heck of a buck to start on. But yeah, I'm excited to get back to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Jen, were you here on for Sunday stream? I'm not sure if I remember seeing you around. Because if not, I'll just give a quick summary of what we did and how much progress we made, which was a fair amount, but since there are 3 paths through the game, there's a lot more to come. Frankly, I'll just give a summary for the sake of the VOD, if anybody watches the VOD anytime in the next 10,000 years. So, in the role of Dr. Indiana Jones, we met up with an old friend who had become a psychic, Sophia Hapgood, and with her assistance, we have traveled all around the world discovering evidence of the lost city of Atlantis. We are now in the labyrinth beneath Crete, which has been revealed to be the greater colony of Atlantis. And we're looking for a sunstone, a moonstone, and a world stone, which are the 3 stones that allow you to actually enter Atlantis. Oh, that's fine, Magenta. I don't mind. So we're currently in the labyrinth. So there are 3 paths through this game. I'm currently on the one I most frequently do, which is the path where you team up with Sophia. And a lot of the puzzles have you working together. So I'm currently on that one. There are 2 more paths which I plan to do over the next few sessions. Yeah, let's get back to it. So as I said, we were in the labyrinth. Let me get the music here back up. Menno, it's great to have you. Thanks for joining. I really don't mind you lurking. Okay. So, we also have a bunch of useful items, although some of them are now useless. So, we have 2 Orichalcum beads. Orichalcum is very important throughout the game. We have the Lost Dialogue of Plato, which contains a bunch of clues. What else here remains useful? We've got this amber fish on a string, which is useful for detecting Orichalcum, which is very useful throughout the game. We have the Sunstone, the Moonstone, and the World Stone, and we have an opened lead-lined gold box. The importance of the gold box will become apparent later. Let's keep exploring this labyrinth. LucasArts logo, nice shout out. Boy. I never liked the way this looked. I know it's like a labyrinth, so they have to do it like this, but it just looks ugly. I'm glad there was just a path behind there. And I'm back? Am I back? Did I just walk in a circle? Because if so, I'm crazy. I remember the existence of this weird circular path. And I remember it not being fun to figure out the first time. But this isn't the first time, so it shouldn't take me too long. The waterfall itself you can't interact with. So it's nothing there. And yet this took me straight down. Okay, let's head back. Wait, I vaguely remember what to do here. I do remember. So it is the waterfall room, which there's a reason they marked it as such. It is meant to catch your eye, and does, and we'll see exactly why it's important in a moment. I completely agree with you, Jen. Monkey Island are among the greatest LucasArts games. This is, I think, my personal favorite, but all the Monkey Islands are on that list as well. So I'm going to put the orichalcum in the gold box,
now in the box
and close the box. And now when I use the orichalcum detector, it doesn't actually pick those up anymore.
It's pointing at Sophia's necklace.
But there's still residue on her necklace. So I need to speak to her about something.
Yes?
Can I borrow that necklace of yours?
Can I borrow that necklace of yours for a while?
Why?
Would look better on me. Neurapcel is a bad influence on you. It's throwing off the orichalcum detector. Honestly, it would look better on me.
I think it would look better on me.
You're trying to trick me, but it won't work. He's my spirit guide, not yours.
Whoa! That got hostile quick.
Listen,
Yes?
I really need your necklace.
Why?
I think it's throwing off the orichalcum detector.
So?
So we need to hide it.
So we need to hide it.
You think so? Then say, Nurab Sal is a mighty king and his eyes see through.
Yeah, that seems like the start of a ritual that's gonna get a dagger through my heart.
See through what?
It's a chant, just say it.
Okay.
Nurab Sal is a mighty king, and his eyes see through.
All right. I can't give you my necklace, but tell me your plan, and I'll try to help.
Yeah, put it in this gold box.
I want to put it in this gold box.
Okay, give me the box, and I'll put it inside.
She's so distrustful.
But just for a few minutes.
Thanks.
To some extent, I envy everyone in chat. Like, I love this. I'm very glad I've played it before. I'm very glad I've played it many times. But I feel there's something very special about this game, and seeing some of the story for the first time, I kind of regret that I can never do that again. Anyway, let's use the fish on a string.
It's pointing toward that blank wall in the back.
And that is why you need the orichalcum detector.
Look!
And that is the hidden path we were looking for.
Look, an orichalcum bead. This must have been the bead that attracted the orichalcum detector.
Great. Now take the gold box. I want to wear my necklace again.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Hi, Bones.
They're just some more bones.
And there we go.
Door move! Well, either Atlantis is a lot smaller than we thought, or we've found some kind of map or scale model.
Laid out just as Plato described it, in 3 concentric circles.
So yeah, here we go. A map of Atlantis. Which unfortunately you can't really look at particularly closely. But there is a spindle in the middle, and these stone spindles we've seen before. These we use for the various sun, moon, and earth stones. Anyway, let's look at these 2 doors.
It's a heavy stone door.
Could you try to open it?
It's locked.
Fair. This one I'm guessing as well.
It's a heavy stone door.
So once again here we have representation of the moon, representation of the sun, representation of the earth. Hi Cahill. Yes, Waddles is adorable, and
Looks
Chitch
like it was
is
made for the stone discs.
Chitch is amazing for drawing him. So anyway, let's put the stone discs on here. How are you doing, Cahill? I just have to quickly write something in chat. It's super important. There we go. I will never stop, Cahill. You can't make me. I'm the one person in chat that you can't ban. Anyway, so we've got the stone discs in place. So let's look to the last dialogue for our clue. 1 too far, I think. Yes. To approach Atlantis itself, a world stone was required as well. With a glorious sun blazing upon the western sea. So we have to keep in mind the other two clues as well. So the first clue was that morning light must warm the tall horns, so that's dawn at the horns. Also, night must match full moon. And on top of that, glorious sun, so in that case noon, must be on the western sea. Let's see if I can remember all of that. So we need the rising sun to be on the horns. Darkness must have the full moon. And then the noon sun must be over the western sea, which it already is. Let's see if I got that right. I did. That was very melodramatic. Let's pick up our stones. We'll definitely be needing them again. Hi, little robot. I wish I could look at you. I wish I could look at more of this map. It's really cool.
Sophia, where are you?
We've got her, you foolish Americaner.
And the Nazis are back. The Nazis are always back. Let's make a deal. Sophia for the stone discs. Yes, Cahill, I did. It's only a couple of frames so far, but I very much like your animation. It's progressing really nicely. Keep her, she's nothing but trouble.
Well, then keep her. She's nothing but trouble.
Your feigned indifference is laudable, Dr. Jones, but I know you better than you know yourself. You won't see Miss Hapgood again. Unless you hand over the stones, now.
Take the stones,
Okay,
just don't hurt
take
her.
the stones. Just don't hurt Sophia.
She'll be perfectly safe in my custody.
Kerner! What a slimy toad.
Cool.
Uh-oh. Kerner wedged it shut from the other side. It doesn't seem to open.
Wow. Who could have known? Nazis were bad guys. So yeah, fortunately, this is not the end
These
of the
rocks
road.
look slightly loose.
I feel like this ship rib is like the most useful item in the game.
You know, I think one of the rocks is starting to move.
Fräulein, halt! You must board the U-boat.
I'm not going anywhere. What have you done with Indy, you creep?
Forget about Jones. How can you expect a man to lead you through Atlantis when he can't even find a way out of the labyrinth?
And you're practically an Atlantis tour guide, I suppose?
We have charted an underwater entrance to the lost city. Together, we will discover its secrets.
Good luck.
You have a choice, Fräulein. Join us and fulfill your life's ambition. Or join your friend, another rotting corpse on the road to glory.
Well, how can I refuse hospitality like that?
Jones was a better man than I thought. People tolerate her.
Burn. Yeah, Cahill, this is the 1993 CD release, which had slightly better audio than the 92 release, but even so,
Hey,
this is
there's a
good
Nazi
audio
U-boat.
quality for 93. Okay, so there's a Nazi U-boat. I think that's a thing we should board. I am going to do an extra save here. I normally there's only like a handful of locations where you can outright fail in Indiana Jones. I know in Monkey Island, as a general rule, you can't die at all. There are a couple of places in here, and I remember once years ago getting stuck at a point here, and I've always been paranoid. So, I will let my paranoia win. Excuse me, just a cough. Okay, open the hatch.
Halt!
Uh-oh.
I'm the captain here, and I don't tolerate stowaways.
I'm not a stowaway, I'm a runaway. I think this is one of the few unavoidable fights in this path through the game. Sub-captain or mid?
Sub-captain or merely subhuman?
I forget that
Defend yourself,
he speaks the
American
lines.
Schwein.
So, now...
Looks like I'm captain now. Whoa, we're getting underway.
I was about to say, now you get to see the terrible combat in this game, but you didn't, because I beat him in one hit.
For Atlantis.
Look, there are better fights, okay? I think the idea is very much this is a fight on the non-fighting track, so they're not going to make you work too hard for it. Okay, there's a big lever.
It says Flugeldufel.
Yeah, this is all German. That might be unuseful. Intercom. Captain commands all hands to the bow, all hands to the stern torpedo bay. Report midship. Let's all go to the bow, because if they're midship, they will see you. Cahill, do you actually speak German? Because I suspect even if you do, this is gibberish German.
Your captain commands all hands to the bow.
Wait, why did the crew listen to that? I sound nothing like their captain. Also, can we just mention, their captain has drowned. He's dead. Like, I know he's a Nazi, but Indy just left him on top of a U-boat while it submerged. Okay, and now we get to explore this. Look at that doofus. So I can open these lockers, and in them I find nothing. Cool. I can open the bathroom, and I don't think there's anything to look at there either.
German technology.
So there's Kerner, and there's the doctor, chatting to each other for reasons. So if I walk in here, these guys will discover me, and things will go south pretty fast. I may have to order them to the torpedo bay at some point, just to get in there, but I'm not sure. This is one of the odder things. Jen, I know a handful of German. I can count up to something in German, but my accent is probably terrible because my accent is terrible in every language, because I don't sound like I come from South Africa either. So, anyway, there's bread and there's cold cuts, and it turns out you can make a sandwich even though you don't need a sandwich. I always make a
I'll
sandwich.
take a couple of slices. Don't mind if I do.
So yeah, use the cold cuts with a slice of bread, and you got
Sandwich worthy of Dagwood Bumstead.
Wow, it's a submarine sandwich. That's quality. What is important is this porcelain mug. Let's take a look.
It's labeled Ausgeschnitzel.
Ausgeschnitzel. I'm pretty sure that isn't real.
It's labeled Krausgefarben.
I do know... Oh, sweet. Someone loves Heidi. Torpedo tube, wires.
It's a bundle of tangled wires.
It's interesting how many of these things I remember, but I don't think they're necessary, at least in this path. They may be necessary in other ones. So, here one of their batteries has a leak. Unfortunately, porcelain is generally pretty resistant to acid.
Okay, the mug is full of acid.
Not completely immune. Glass is generally immune to most acids, but pretty resistant. And the advantage of that is that I can use that acid to open the strongbox over here. And by open, I mean destroy.
Try to relax, Herr Doctor.
I can also listen to them.
Relax. We are approaching a civilization that played with the forces of nature the way we play with toys.
Come, don't exaggerate.
How else do you explain the wonders of orichalcum or the stone disc? What have you done with the stone?
Calm down. They're right behind you in the captain's strongbox.
There's an important clue.
Oh, where was I?
An important clue, which I kind of skipped over because having played this game several times, I already knew that.
The metal. Here are the stone discs. There's a small key in here too.
Hey! I got the tiny key. I can't remember what that's for, but it's probably useful. Okay. And now I have to save Sophia. And there's only one way to do that. By making her psychic.
Never in a million years.
Sophia,
Indy?
Jones can't save you now, madam.
Wait. I'm getting a message. A message from Nurab Sal.
Norab, what?
An old friend from Atlantis. His spirit is calling me.
can you get rid of the guard?
Alas, Nurab Sal is weak and far away.
Tell Nurab Sal that I've got a plan.
Nurab Sal is listening.
Sick Nurab on the guard. Just distract him for a while. I think that's
Let's
most
distract the
effective.
guard for a while, okay?
Nurab Sal understands all. Wait. What? Oh, darn. I've lost contact.
Too bad.
I love her psychic animation. It's so silly.
Excuse me, Mr. Guard Person.
And she distracts him
What is it now?
just long
I
enough
was
for
just
me
wondering.
to...
Yes? Who are you? Talk fast, and I better like your tone of voice, or you're a dead man.
All of these are bucket puns, except the last one, which is I'm selling these fine leather jackets. That one actually gets referenced in a bunch of future LucasArts games, but I've always loved Buckethead for some reason.
I'm Indiana Jones. Who are you, Buckethead?
Buckethead? What kind of insult is that?
I'll let Sophia explain it to you.
Buckethead.
Indy!
Nice work. Do you know how to run this boat?
Are you kidding, Jones? I'm a spiritualist, not a navigator.
I'm going to look around.
Okay.
Okay. So now... so now I can look at the... this is the emergency
It's a
rudder
padlocked
control.
wheel of some sort.
Ah, the wheel is padlocked. Hence the tiny key.
Now it's unlocked.
Okay, so now I should be able to...
That doesn't quite work. It's a wheel.
I know I do need this plunger.
Who knows? It might come in handy.
I'm not actually sure if you can walk through to this room, but I'm not going to risk it.
Aren't you coming?
I'll just stay here and make sure Sleeping Beauty doesn't wake up.
The important thing here is that we now technically have access to all of the ship's controls, which means we can pilot the U-boat. Use big lever.
That won't work.
Push big lever.
Wonderful. It snapped right off.
It did, but we got a plunger.
It fits.
And now I have control of the ship's. I keep wanting to say altitude. Depth would probably be more accurate. And basically I can just go through and gain control of each of the various controls. And we can navigate our way, theoretically, to Atlantis. There's this. Can't remember what this lever does. Oh, that's speed. And what does this switch do? Forward versus reverse, I think. But you can only do it when stopped. Okay, so now I've got full control of the ship.
The rudder's locked.
Why is the rudder locked?
The rudder's locked.
Does the rudder only work? Ah, rudder only works when we're going forward. That's fine. I do know we need to go quite far to the right, but also come quite far forward. And here we begin to see, yeah, there's an airlock, which I believe is the point we need to get to. Let's go a little bit more slowly. Nope, I am way in the wrong, on the wrong plane. There we go. Let's not go too fast. I am still in the wrong. No. Cool. I don't know how I glitched quite there. I thought I was going to have to reload a save. Why is this part so fiddly? I really thought my U-boat had just glitched into nothing. So now I'm too far forward by the looks of it. Nope! There we go. Perfect positioning. I slide into the airlock. Sophia and I get off the...
Amazing. We're hundreds of feet below sea level, yet there's enough air pressure to keep the water out. How's it possible?
Welcome to Atlantis, Indy.
I mean, fair answer. Okay. So now... we've seen places like this before in this game, where it's just basically completely black. It's not the most exciting thing to look at, but if you drag your mouse around, you'll occasionally see interesting things like wood thing, which you can touch for more detail.
It feels like a ladder.
Cool, pick up ladder. And you can just try to navigate your way around. There's some stone rubble here, apparently.
Get your hands off me, Jones. Jones? Hey, you're not Jones. Help, Indy! Indy!
Sophia?
Dang it, she got kidnapped again.
It feels like a steep, rocky incline.
Steep rocky incline, meet ladder.
The ladder is in place.
And now I can climb up. One thing I do like is that they slowly increase the brightness as time goes by, presumably to help you eventually get in, even if you're struggling.
It's like a stone box.
Stone box. Let's open
It's
it.
open.
And inside is a metal rod, which looks...
It's a metal rod with an opening on one end.
yeah. It looks doofy. Let's just say it looks doofy. And you put an orichalcum bead in its mouth.
Sophia, where are you?
And basically it's an advanced
Heard you must have
flashlight
grabbed her somehow.
that also lights up the walls.
It's a light wand.
Or light wand, sure. So here we are at the entrance to Atlantis.
It's a heavy bronze door.
And once again, we've got a spindle.
For the stone discs.
So I'm initially going to do this wrong on purpose. Because I want to just make sure that I get the solution right for the right reason. So once again, we need the rising sun to face the tall horns, we need darkness to be healed by a full moon, and we need the blazing sun to be over the western sea.
That didn't seem to do anything.
But that doesn't work, even though that's exactly what Plato's Lost Dialogue said. Sorry, just look at. Because what Plato's Lost Dialogue also said is final entrance yielded only to contrary minds. So basically, you have to do it. You have to do it completely reversed. I can't remember if you have to do all three of them reversed individually or just upside down.
The mouth of the statue opened.
There we go. And put Auriculcum in the Sentry statue, because Auriculcum is what powers everything in Atlantis. Let's pick up our stones and head into Atlantis. And I'm actually going to head back to the airlock and save here. The reason I'm saving here is that this is the point at which the three paths converge. So I'm going to save this appropriately as convergence. And I'm going to load my old save from when we had to make our choice. Because there are the three paths through the game, and they all converge at that point. So now that we've finished the path where we team up with Sophia, let us take the path, one of the other two paths. We took the second option, tackling this together. The other two options are thinking this through alone or going into action by myself. Having read a little bit about it, apparently going into action by myself is the slightly shorter route. So I'm going to do that route this evening. And then I'm going to leave the final route and the end of Atlantis for Sunday's session. So I'm going to jump in with going into action by myself, a path that I've either never done or only done once. So it will be interesting for us to see.
I'd rather go into action by myself.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I want action.
Yes, I'm sure. I want action.
Okay, if that's how you feel, I won't try to stop you.
Take care of yourself, and don't talk to any strange Nazis.
So long, Indy.
Okay, so once again we can go to either Monte Carlo or Algiers. Let's head to Monte Carlo. As I said, if I've ever played this, it was so long ago that I have no memory of any of the solutions, so it will certainly be interesting. However, I do know what at least some people look like. It's the same locations and same characters, just different solutions.
Can you tell me what Monsieur Trottier looks like?
Oh, I just missed him.
Sorry, I don't know him.
But he should be coming back soon. There he is.
Hey there. Can you tell me where to find Monsieur Trottier? Possibly. Who wants to know?
Dr. Indiana Jones.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones of Barnett College. Jones. I believe I've heard of you. Yes, of course, the famous archaeologist.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me. And I am Trottier. Amateur scholar, part-time poète, professional dreamer.
I've heard you deal.
I've heard you deal in Atlantean artifacts. Aha, my reputation precedes me. To prove you're worth dealing with, answer me this. Of what material did the Atlantean carve devices to search for orichalcum?
I know that.
Amber. Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Plato's lost dialogue well. Personally, I doubt I can help you, but my name is recognized among dealers in antiquity. Maybe my business card will be of some use to you. And now, au revoir.
Cool. We got a business card.
It says A. Trottier, truly old antiques.
We did not get that in the last playthrough, so it's already different.
Driver to the airport.
So in the previous one, we only had one fight, and it was very quick. We should see several more fights in this one, and we'll get to see a lot more of how bad combat can be in a game not focused on combat. Hi, Mr. Beggar.
Hello there.
Ah, a prosperous American.
You ever hear of Atlantis, old man?
Atlantis. Atlantis. No.
You know where Omar Al-Jabbar lives?
Omar is one of my best customers. Alas, his address is known to few men.
What are you doing here on the streets?
I'm a beggar, Effendi. It is my job to be here. Now, let me get back to work, please.
Okay. If you were here for Sunday's playthrough, you'll remember that previously there was a knife thrower and a huge crowd here, and they're all gone, and this store is closed. A lot of things have changed. And this is not the same dude that we saw last time. That's interesting.
Excuse me.
How can I help you, Effendi?
Are you Omar?
You mean Mr. Al-Jabbar? That is an also good one, Effendi. I'm his trusted servant, Paul Abdul.
Cool.
Can you arrange a meeting with Mr. Al-Jabbar?
I suppose I could, Effendi, but my master rarely deals with clients in person. Why should I bother him?
Problem is I don't have anything to sell. That's a lie.
I'm looking for Atlantis.
Many look. Only my master finds anything. You'll have to give me a better reason than that.
Okay, so I've got to give him a better reason.
Excuse me.
What is it now?
I'd
Yeah,
like to
me
see
too.
Al-Jabbar now.
As I explained, you need to give me a reason to trouble my master.
Maybe the business card will convince him.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I think this may interest you.
Ah, the business card, Monsieur Trottier. That's different. Perhaps Mr. Al-Jabbar will desire to speak with you.
Cool.
Wait here until I get back.
Big pots.
Oh, I think I remember this. You do not, in fact, wait. Because if you wait, he just comes back and says, nah. You have to follow him with the little red dot. And try to stay hidden. Boy, these are some
Hey, where'd he go?
1992 graphics. He went in here, Indy. You saw him. How did I lose him? That's frustrating. So I'm going to have to try again.
Excuse me.
What is it now?
Could you go see Mr. Al-Jabbar again?
Well, now, since you have contacts among antiquities dealers, I guess I could see if he is available. Wait here until I get back.
No, I want to follow you. I still think I have to go this way. There he is.
The servant's ducking into that house.
Okay, I just had to be close enough.
I'm getting impatient.
Not for all the stars in the sky.
What do you know about Atlantis?
No problem, Cahill. That's why I keep the
Not for all
subtitles
the
on.
riches in the world.
Tell me more or die.
Not for all the stars in the sky.
I'm getting impatient.
Not for
The sliding door with a latch.
Time is running out.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels torment you.
I'm getting impatient.
It's interesting that there's no way to interact with the Nazi.
What? Achtung!
Whoops.
So, Dr. Jones, you fell right into my trap.
Yep, more combat. And yeah, it's just biff bash. Click until you win.
Thank you for saving me from that infidel. What's your name?
Indiana Jones.
Really? The famous archaeologist?
No
What
problem,
brings you
Jen.
to North
Happy to have you here.
I heard you know something about Atlantis. I'm looking for it.
Take my advice, Doctor, and give up. There are men who will kill to stop you.
You talking about Klaus Kerner?
You know the man, I see. He forced me to reveal the source of my Atlantean artifacts. He and his team are out in the desert, turning a modest discovery of mine into a major dig. They seem to have found an outpost of the Lost Kingdom, and they're stealing my treasures.
What were they doing here?
The dig site isn't enough to sate their greed. They want more. Now, since you saved my life, here's the map and a camel to speed you on your way. Meanwhile, Paul and I must alert the authorities.
Wait, what map? Which camel?
Well, the camel is fairly clear, at least.
This animal's seen a lot of miles.
Okay. Look at his laundry.
It's just laundry. Hey, this is no shirt, it's a map.
Well, there we go.
I can't reach it.
Okay.
It's just a piece of bamboo.
Ah, but it's just a piece of bamboo that's going to help you get your map.
The stick broke, but I got the map.
And this
The
is...
only mark on this map is one big X.
This is very similar to the map we used previously, except then we were hot air ballooning. This is a deeply 1992 experience.
Get back!
Oh, jeez! I forgot that that happened. So yeah, there are apparently jeeps that chase you.
Hello there.
Salam, Effendi.
What do you make of this
What do you
map?
make of this map?
This X is to the south and to the east.
figured.
Thanks for the information.
Come on. Whoops. Sorry, I just messed up my screen size there for a second. To the south and to the east. What do these nomads make of it?
Hello there.
Salam, Effendi.
What do you make of this map?
You are very close to the site. This X is a little to the south and slightly to the east.
Thanks for the information.
So, very close should mean we're on the same screen as it. We just need to actually get there. There we go. Can I pass through there? I can.
Looks like I lost those guys. Look what I found. An abandoned dig site.
Why are there so many jeeps trying to protect it if it's abandoned? Single spark plug again.
That's where the gas is.
I remember when I was... Whoa!
Yipe! Somebody's shooting at me.
Okay, so the hot air balloon is not a safe place to be.
Yipe! Yipe!
Okay, I'm trying to go the other way around. There we go. Okay, and once again, we can explore this with the generator, which we have to start up.
Feels
All
like
this
a
fun
portable
stuff.
generator. It feels like a gas cap. Now it's open. It feels like a clay jar.
Let's
There's
grab-
a coppery bead in here.
Hey, that's my first orichalcum bead. Interesting. Blunt wood thing. Come on. Where are you, Switch? There we go.
Feels like an on-off switch.
Oh wow, you don't need to put fuel in this one.
It's a painting of a chest or ark. I've seen that before.
You have. Okay. Now this is interesting because previously when I got here, I already had the sunstone, which would allow me to use that. Now I don't.
There's a mural behind this crumbling rock.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do with it?
It's the wooden peg inserted into the hole in the map.
It's interesting that I don't have the world stone. Which makes me think that maybe that round object is more than I thought it was.
Is that a ball these figures are tossing around? Or a stone disc? Well now, here's something the Nazis miss.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, this path is much more direct than the previous one we did. Items tend to be roughly where you are, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just an interesting thing. Rising sun, tall horns.
Aha! Why didn't I notice this before? The shape painted under the sunstone. It's the island of Crete. I'll bet that's where I'll find Atlantis, or one of the colonies.
Wait, did I need that door open? I probably did. Well, I did a dumb.
Aha! Judging by the placement of the stone on this mural, I should head for Crete.
Yeah, do I not need to explore this?
Oops, I almost forgot the sunstone.
Okay, so I need the sunstone, but not the peg. It's worth noting how few items I have at this point compared to previously.
Tough climb.
Halt! Do you realize what you've done? You've dug an unauthorized hole.
I was just following Kerner's orders.
That's a relief because Colonel Kerner will be back soon and he generally shoots people for digging around here.
Cool. I'm gonna GTFO.
Halt or I'll shoot.
Buddy, is this what we're gonna have to do? I'm gonna save because I don't want to lose this fight.
Listen.
What is it?
I've got this nagging rash on my knuckles. Want to see?
Try anything and you're a dead man.
We'll see about that.
Arrogant Americana.
Ha! Okay. Mistakes were made.
Pardon me?
What is it?
Why are you detaining me here?
I'm waiting for Colonel Kerner to return. Thereupon you'll be interrogated, tortured, beaten, and left to die in the trackless desert. Unless you misbehave, in which case we'll think of something nasty.
Okay, that's not great.
Oh.
What do I have that could be useful? I can always try to whip
While
him.
you're standing there, let me show you a magic trick I learned.
You'll be sorry you did that, Americana.
That worked better than I was expecting. Hi, Chen. How you doing? That's fine, Chen. Check out the terrible combat in the point-and-click adventure game. A game that should have no combat.
The dashboard's been ripped out. This truck isn't going anywhere.
Oh, cool. Don't worry, there's a hot air balloon around here. And now I have to hot air balloon back to town. No, I don't have to go back to town. If I'm remembering this correctly, I have to hot air balloon all the way to Crete.
Crete, here I come.
Yeah. Okay, I don't actually have to navigate though. Who does this in a hot air balloon? Algiers is right there and it has an airport. Aesthetically, still one of my favorite parts of the game. Okay. This is probably very similar to the way it was when I was with Sophia. I can't see this being significantly different. I say that, but of course, they are very, very clever at the way they do puzzles. But there's still the surveyor's instrument, and there are still the horns, and there are still piles of rubble, so it's probably just about the same. In fact, let's try to head down there. This is a much, much shorter path through the game, I'm now realizing. I'm pretty sure there are hot air balloons that don't use wicker baskets anymore, Jen. Like, the modern ones must be pretty safe. At least I imagine.
It's a pile of rubble.
No loose stones,
It's a
unfortunately.
pile of rubble.
Because I need to find the pile of rubble with loose stones.
It's a pile of rubble. It's a pile of rubble.
Unless this is an entirely different solution. In which case I need to find something, shrug.
It's a pile of rubble. The stones look loose.
Okay.
I don't think that'll work.
There's
a statue here.
Cool. Gotta use this to look at... I think I've got to look at the right horn.
I see the right horn.
No, left horn.
I see the left horn.
There we go. Cahill, I've already used a whip on a Nazi and on a capybara, so, I mean, you're not wrong.
It's a pile of rubble. The stones look loose.
Cool.
There's a statue here.
There is. Chen. Vagenta's not here, but Cahill is, so... Wrong way.
I see the right horn. Hello, what's this?
Why would you tell on me, Cahill? Tell on me regarding what?
This is where the survey line's triangulated.
It is.
Hey, there's a stone disc down here. It's got a hole in the middle and little moons carved into the surface. It must be one of the moonstones Plato wrote about.
It's weird. I swear I remember having to go into these various entrances, and yet that's clearly not the case. Indy, where are you going? I've got to say, I'm just shocked at how much shorter this path is. We've been playing this one for like 20 minutes, and we're already near the place where we stopped last week. Because a lot of the puzzles are just punch the dude. Which I'm not sure really counts as a puzzle. Okay. Sunstone. Moonstone. Rising sun. Full moon. Bam.
What do you know? A secret door.
You're trespassing on occupied territory. I've got orders not to let anyone pass.
And I've got orders to punch you in the face. Secret agent in disguise. Message for Kerner. Out of my way, sauerkraut.
Out of my way, sauerkraut.
You need a lesson in respect, mein Herr.
Wow, such compelling gameplay. So, you've got a health meter and a power meter. And the higher your power, the more of their health you take away when you punch them. But I've just found over the years that spamming is the most effective way. Like, no matter who the enemy is. There is also a secret cheat punch. If you press 0 on your keyboard, it does a sucker punch which wins under any circumstances. I'm going to try not to use that. Cahill, I get the joke, but are you slightly crazy? Has the tiredness made you lose your brain? I mean, more so?
He's unconscious.
Okay, let us go into the labyrinth.
So, the legend of a labyrinth hidden under the ruins of Knossos is true. The legend of Atlantis isn't any more far-fetched. Maybe it's true, too. I'll bet the last stone disc and Atlantis are waiting for me somewhere beyond that door.
Cahill, I hope you mean water. I don't know what the drinking age is where you live. You ready to see me whip again? I'm gonna whip ahead. Hey, we got ahead. Arsenic tea sounds like a real bad idea, Chen. Have you considered just like, I don't know, chamomile or something? He did the thing, Cahill. I'm glad you're excited. Cool. That's a dead end. One nice thing, in spite of being called a labyrinth, the layout of the labyrinth is consistent throughout games. They don't randomize it or anything horrible like that. Chen, please don't drink arsenic tea. I don't want you to die. Yeah, Chich's art is an incredibly convincing case for the power of like serious high quality vector art, because Chich is so good. And Vegenta's emotes are a great example of that. Okay, I do not have what I need to solve that yet. If I go up here, I should find that I cannot cross. Still got my one Orichalcum bead, which I have not used. Let's keep going.
Uh-oh.
I always forget that.
That hurts.
Nothing else here. I always thought it looked like there's a path down here. Apparently not. This is just a dead end, even though it doesn't look like it. Nope. Cool, so 2 dead ends here. And that brings me back there. By the way, I know I'm not affiliate yet, and I'm still 9-ish followers away from that, but I already know what I want my first emote to be. Cahill. Cahill, watch. He did the thing.
It's an elevator.
And there's Sternhardt dead again. Although, interestingly, without the World Stone this time, by the looks of it.
Wait, that was my ride.
That's interesting.
It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond the chasm I couldn't cross. If only I weren't trapped down here.
too bad. He came a long way.
So this path again is slightly different to what we saw before. That's fine, Cahill. So now there's no way to get through here because we don't have Sophia to boost through
It's a
there.
narrow crawl space. How nice. Wait, there's a chain running up behind the waterfall. It must be holding the elevator's counterweight.
Okay. Hey, sad blue alien.
Ouch.
I do like your new name, by the way. I fully understand why you changed,
I hate
and this is a
getting
good one. Whoop, there we go. The sad blue alien is Stitch? I thought you were the alien from the song Blue. Although he was never particularly sad. Ah, 626. Not a reference I actually picked up on.
There, the counterweight is free.
And yeah, Stitch does spend a lot of that movie sad, so that's a good name. Okay.
Going up?
Once again, we can pick up the gold box.
There's an orichalcum bead underneath it. I'll take that too.
Let's open the box. And interestingly, no orichalcum detector in there. That's interesting. And not quite how I expected that to go. Did I just not look in the box?
It's an empty gold box with a lead lining.
No, it is empty. That's interesting and not quite what I expected. Gotta have elevators in your labyrinth. It's very important. You don't want people to have to walk 3 rooms over to get upstairs. So now I'm a little confused. And by little I mean a lot. I feel like I need the orichalcum detector, but I don't know where to get it. I also don't have a world
There I
stone.
go again.
Color me confused.
And there it goes again. It's our old friend, Professor Sternhardt. Looks like he's starved to death. I guess he knew a lot more than he let on, but not enough to find a way out of here.
Clearly.
It appears the elevator crushed at least one stone disc.
So... even my staff is broken. Hello, gate.
It operates the gate.
Yeah, but there's no way to use that pulley from here.
I can't reach it.
This is a conundrum. Which... I mean, it's an adventure game. It should be a bit of a conundrum.
Ouch.
I just feel like I'm missing two very important items.
Brr, that water's cold.
One of which I thought I would have by now. See, this is doorway.
There's a massive stone slab blocking the way.
Can you use this?
I don't think that'll work.
Worth trying.
Looks like another unlucky explorer.
This takes me back to the entrance, yeah. So that's not useful. Yeah, it's a pretty good voice. It's obviously not Harrison Ford, but they managed to get a pretty good voice actor to do it. Let's go back. Sternhardt said he was convinced it was across the chasm he couldn't cross. Which is, I believe, this one. So am I missing something here? Nothing I can see.
It's the elevator's support shaft.
And if I come through here, there's nothing in this room. I'm fairly confident there's something in this room. But maybe the gold box was all I needed. I'm well confounded. In 5 minutes, I am going to commit the cardinal sin, which is to say I'm going to look up a walkthrough. I never actually came back here after that went up. Maybe there's something more over here? Not that I can see.
It's got splinters in it.
Yeah.
It's the elevator's support shaft.
So where have I not been? I've been up there, there's only one path. I've been down there, there's only one path. This is...
Not again. That still hurts.
These are both dead ends, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I can come around to the other side here, but that's not helpful. If I head up here, I believe this is another dead end, although one that doesn't look like it.
It's just a chunk of crumbling masonry.
I was hoping it would be more interesting. Some bones.
Bones of previous explorers, no doubt.
So yeah, nothing here is useful. So let's head back this way. This brings me back to the entrance. Over here is another dead end. And this isn't a Sierra game. I can die, but I can't just be unable to progress. There's either something I'm just not seeing. This I remain suspicious of.
There's a massive stone slab blocking the way.
There is, Indy. Good eye. Down here, there was nothing useful.
Going
Don't
down.
just walk across it, Indy. So I feel like there must be a path I haven't taken without realizing it. Let's see if there's another clue in the note.
It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond the chasm I couldn't cross. If only I weren't trapped down here.
too bad for Sternhardt. He came a long way.
So...
The chain's still there.
Yes, I use it. Through that door is just a gate that I am currently unable to open.
Ouch. What an inconvenient way to go up.
Cahill, I think you're actually going slightly bonkers. And I kind of love it. Have I been through here? This is just back to the entrance. That's not useful. Have I been through here? Yes, that's the one where I fall down, right? No. But none of this is useful to me. Okay. I feel bad. I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. Everyone enjoy the grey aesthetic. Ooh, you can tell this is a real walkthrough because it's just pure text. Okay. The labyrinth. Oh, come now. Okay. I think I'm rightly frustrated here. So you all remember that doorway with the stone slab that I didn't know how to open? So you have to push it. Which, okay, I should have figured that out.
Sure is heavy.
But no. You have to keep pushing it.
Groan in protest?
This is the only
Did it
time
move a little bit?
in the entire
Or is it my
game
imagination?
where you have to do something repeatedly to make it work.
Come on, fall over. Bingo.
That is so frustrating. Okay, there's the chasm that I couldn't cross. But Cahill, prepare to be excited. He did the thing. Hey Zach, how's it going? I'm doing okay. I just had to look up a solution to a puzzle in a game I've played 30 plus times. So, you know, it's going. Okay, this is starting to look interesting and different.
Spooky down here.
Okay.
Should have joined the Navy.
Strange necklace.
Cahill?
Be the death of us.
Zach, you are no
Reasonable.
longer banned.
never stops talking.
Cahill, how dare you? I may take away your sword.
Should have joined the Navy.
Spook, what's that?
Uh-oh.
I hide.
I could have sworn I heard something.
Can I push
Where's the
these?
nerve?
Oh, that's what I have to do. Oh, okay.
Be the death of us.
That Hapgood woman.
Okay. This I
Should have
like.
joined the Navy.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
I vaguely remember this, so I clearly have played this before.
Scratch one Nazi.
I like that because they introduced the mechanic of pushing stone slabs over before. So that's good game design. Good on you guys for at least using something you've done before. I still think the push 4 times is obnoxious. I'm gonna save because I don't want to die. If I can spell today. I'm gonna have to fight this dude, right? Wait, this just loops around? The geometry of that is messing with my head.
Shouldn't you be with the other foreign advisor? And where's Hans?
I'll show you where.
Hey Zach, how do you feel about incredibly terrible combat systems in games that really shouldn't have combat systems? So what I did at the end there was the sucker punch, which is what you do when you feel like things aren't going your way. So I just hit 0 and I finished it in one go. How do you feel about combat systems in games that should not have combat systems? Like the terrible punch-up you just saw there, which is really, really indicative of how this game is a point-and-click adventure and not built by people who do combat systems. Wait a second, can I look at him? Does he have anything fun?
Nothing useful here.
Damn it, I want his wallet. So many paths. Okay, one at a time.
Hey, you! No civilians allowed in here.
Now wait a minute. Why aren't you at your post?
What do you mean? I am at my post. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, OG Punch-Out was crazy racist. Like, I feel so much so that it almost comes around. Since it's racist to everybody, it almost becomes okay. Almost, not actually.
Hans and Franz sent me.
You expect me to believe that?
Believe this.
There we go.
Come forward, you. Explain yourself, won't be quick.
I'm looking for a patsy.
I'm looking for a patsy, and here you are.
What is this patsy?
You are. It's written all over you.
Dude went straight for a nut punch. It's worth noting this punching game actually has full, like, numpad controls. So I'm just controlling it by clicking. but like the numbers 1 to 9 on the numpad all do different things, including various blocks and high and low punches and moving out of range. And it's just... Yeah, Cahill, that's because I chose the punchy path. Right, Jen? It's almost like you're there. Bro, you're gonna fight me too, aren't you? Wait, how do I get down? Can I?
I don't think that'll work.
I want to whip it.
Phew, a Stone Age weapon for a Stone Age guy.
It's worth noting, kind of played off comedic in here, that dude is dead.
I can't reach it.
So that got him out of the way. That's one fewer punch up. Am I the only one seeing this? We've got a yodeler in here. You are a big dude.
Come and see. I won't hurt you.
Okay, this is an interesting point if I remember correctly. So I told you about the sucker punch, which I've used once. Which beats every enemy. Except if you fight this guy, I believe you can't use the sucker punch on him.
Buddy, can you spare a dime?
No, that's too depressing. Now I'll have to amuse myself by tearing your head off.
Nurab Sal won't like that.
Oh, the devil is nerve. What's his name?
He's a ghost, I think.
You think? 1 minute from now, you'll know for sure.
Look at that health bar.
Ha! That dirty American thing won't work on me.
So yeah, you literally can't sucker punch him. And yeah, that's the end. So unfortunately, I saved a little while back. So I'm gonna have to do a few fights again. But I don't know how to beat him. So yeah, can I get some Fs in the chat?
Shouldn't you be with the other foreign advisor? And where's Hans?
I'll show you where.
Oh, cool. Now I'm losing this one. What the heck? I beat that guy so easily last time. I'm just gonna sucker punch all of them. But it does suck that you literally can't sucker punch that last guy.
Shouldn't you be with the other foreign advisor? And where's Hans?
I'll show you where.
There's gotta be a way around that guy. Because that is a lot of health for one dude to have.
What are you doing here?
I'm just passing
I'm just passing through.
You can just GTFO.
So the Americana returns.
Imagine finding you still here. Put 'em up.
I'll order flowers for your mother.
Dude, you can't just start with a nut punch. I mean, maybe I should start with a nut punch, but...
You! Explain yourself won't be quick.
I'm looking for a patsy, and here you are.
Was ist die...
You
Ah, screw it. At some point I'm going to have to learn the strategy of this.
I can't pick that up.
I'm trying to push it, buddy.
Phew, a Stone Age weapon for a Stone Age guy.
I feel like 90% of this path is just in the labyrinth fighting Germans. Because everything else up until this point was pretty quick.
Then I go wandering.
Okay, now let's save. So that I don't have to redo all of that.
Among some mountains high.
And also check what's through this way. Oh, that's fantastic.
It's too heavy. I need some leverage.
Godimas Igitur.
I'll just lever this thing over the edge and... Oh no, the ship rib broke. Looks like I'm trapped.
Okay, that did not go how I was hoping. That went terribly.
You're there, Americana. Come and see. I won't hurt you.
Can I get some crab, please?
Know any good drinking, John?
Maybe. Let me think. Sorry, I can't sing and drink at the same time.
Why, you insolent pup. Now I'll have to amuse myself by tearing your head off.
Wait, let me try again.
Too late.
He's just... Good lord! That is absurd. After flattening Indy, Arnold went on to become a world-famous opera singer. I'm just gonna check if there's any advice in the walkthrough. Okay, so apparently you can just run away from him. So it's apparently possible to run away from him, which might be the better option. Let me just find out how to run away from him, because I'm not fighting him. I'm just going to let you know. He is not easy. The fighting here is so terrible. Okay, let's try this once more. No problem, Zach. I hope your internet stabilizes, and if you need me to, I can go, I don't know, punch your ISP or something. So apparently this is actually useful.
Just lever this thing over the edge and... Oh no, the ship rib broke. Looks like I'm trapped.
Godimas Igitur. Then I go. Every time it rains, you're there, Americana.
And apparently there is an answer that will satisfy him.
Know any good drinking, John?
Maybe. Let me think.
99
99
bottles.
bottles of beer on the wall?
Hey, that's a good one. I'll be on your man.
Okay. I don't know how that helped me.
Then I go wandering among some mountains.
The doorway is blocked.
Yeah, it is.
Did I
just get lied to by a walkthrough? Because if so, I'm gonna be mad. I feel like I'm allowed to be mad.
I smell American blood.
Give me 1 minute, people. I know this isn't the most exciting thing.
I smell American blood. Then I go wandering amongst the mountains high.
Let me just check this.
Then I go wandering amongst the mountains high.
Yeah, doors.
Then I go wandering amongst the mountains high.
Okay. So remember that stalactite that I dropped on a dude's head a while back? Apparently you can pick that up.
Sure is heavy.
And you can use that to move the boulder a second time.
I smell American blood.
Well, that shattered my rock wedge. But it worked.
There we go.
Ouch.
Oh god, this game is weirdly graphic in some ways. I assumed, like, he would just be gone. No, he's under the rock. Dude's straight up dead.
He's dead.
And they don't pull their punches.
Come on, door, move.
And there we are.
Either Atlantis is a lot smaller than I thought, or I've found some kind of map or scale model. Laid out just as Plato described it, in 3 concentric circles.
But I do not have the Earth Stone, the World Stone.
It's a heavy stone door.
Which is unfortunate, because I kinda need it.
It's a heavy stone door.
Can I open this?
I can't open it.
Huh.
I can't move it.
That's interesting.
It's a heavy stone door.
Maybe one of these 3 doors can open?
It's a heavy stone door.
Nope. Okay.
Looks like it was made for the stone discs.
So, let's try just the Sunstone and see if anything fun happens there. Maybe these open specific doors.
That didn't do anything.
No. Sun and Moonstone. Darkness and full moon.
That didn't do anything.
No, I need the World Stone. But I don't know where to find it. Okay, time to go back. I didn't search Arnold's body. Maybe he's got something cool for me.
He's dead.
Well, look at his body.
There's an amber fish on a string in his pocket.
Hey, there we go.
He also had a couple of orichalcum beads.
That sounds good, Zach. I'm really hoping it holds. Okay, so now I can use the orichalcum in the gold box.
The orichalcum is now in the box.
Close it and see if this does anything useful.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, the important thing is I've got the orichalcum detector. I can make some progress.
It's not pointing anywhere.
So there's nothing in this room. I hope I don't have to backtrack too far. The point is, progress is technically being made. Wait, that's the path with the boulder.
It's not pointing anywhere.
It'll probably be in some apparent dead end room. Would be my guess. I know that this loops around. That's not useful. There's one place where I suspect it might be, but I'm not 100% certain.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay. So, let's go back across the gap. I feel like there's a lot more backtracking in this version, and it's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. I doubt there's anything here, but it's worth trying.
It's not pointing anywhere.
No. It's already got too many exciting things in it. Anything fun in this room?
It's not pointing anywhere.
No.
It's not pointing anywhere.
So there was a dead end up here that I thought might be interesting. It's worth trying. There was also another slightly weird dead end room that I wanted to check out. There'll be something interesting in one of these.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, nothing here. This is a legit dead end. For some reason. That's nowhere useful. So let's head back this way. What about through here?
Not again. That still hurts.
Anything fun in here?
It's not pointing anywhere.
I do love the fact that the fish legit swims. What about here? This is an interesting spot.
It's not pointing anywhere.
But not interesting enough. I've already checked this room from the other side.
It's not pointing anywhere.
To assuage anyone's fears, I have actually checked the walkthrough. I'm doing the right thing. It's just that where you have to go is randomized. So, yeah. We'll see when we see. Is it this room?
It's not pointing anywhere.
It's not this room. Anything interesting to the right? I think we've already looked here. That's just back through there. And this brings me back here, right? Yeah. Did I miss something back this way? It's very possible.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Not in this room. Boy, this is exciting gameplay, isn't it? Okay, those two are done. And nothing interesting here. I don't think it can be in this room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Hey, you!
Whoa, did I not?
No civilians allowed in
Apparently I
here.
didn't come through
Now
this way.
wait a minute. Your shoelace is untied.
Where? Wait, these boots don't have any lasers.
Rip. Okay, what about you?
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, I feel like I've been through every single room. I mean, clearly I haven't. This one, maybe?
It's not pointing anywhere.
Not this one. Is it this one?
It's not pointing anywhere.
It's not this one. God, this is terrible. For such a good game, this is terrible design.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Always wondered what was up there. I mean, the answer is nothing. They just drew it, but... Okay, so we've tried in here. There's nothing in here. And this is back to this dude. This is bizarre. Yeah, so I feel like I've done all the things I need to do.
It's a weird amber fish on a string. It's not pointing anywhere.
So it's definitely not here. I feel the same way, Cam. I'm not sure what that emote means, but I still feel the same way. So, apparently it's a room with a pit that I have to look for. I feel like I've tried this on not only every room with a pit, but almost every room. Which is frustrating. This has a pit. Let's try again.
It's not pointing anywhere.
It's not that pit. At least we get to see Indy do the Indy thing. Okay. Let's just try. Nice and methodical. This has a pit of sorts.
It's not pointing anywhere.
But not the one we need. Let's go this way. Screw it, let's try it here.
It's not pointing anywhere.
And I'm getting sick of that sound. Oh no, Indy, don't go down. Okay, and back up.
Ouch. Phew.
Through here, maybe. This is back where I came from. So no, not through here. And then once I find the thing, I'm gonna have to go all the way back through there anyway. To the left is just... This is just a dead end, if I remember.
It's not pointing anywhere.
As I expected. Is there a pit to the right that I maybe missed? No. Unless she's down there. That's not a pit, but...
It's not pointing anywhere.
No. Yeah, I've checked everywhere. I've checked this room. I think I've checked this room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
I've been doing this for like 15 minutes now. And it's about as fun for me as it is for you. Which is to say, not very. I really thought this would be the room. It's not.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Ooh. I'm angry. Voltage, I'm glad you are. I think you're the only one. But that does earn you a shout out for either being nice or legitimately liking bizarre things. I've been through that door. That's the door I came from. Up and around. Does this count as a pit?
It's not pointing anywhere.
I've been through that door. Yeah, this will just get me back to the start. I've been through... No, I don't like that door. What the heck? I've been to every room.
Again.
Okay,
That still hurts.
the one I thought was on the right was on the left. What the heck even? I remember this. I remember this. I did this as a kid and got just as stuck then. Because I just can't see... I've tried it in this room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, I've done
I can't reach it.
every room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
The only... What? There's no pit here? This doesn't...
It's not pointing anywhere.
I don't understand. There's no pit here. I'm still gonna check.
It's not pointing anywhere.
At some point I'm just gonna have to cut this and figure it out off stream.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Not even from an entertainment point of view, just from an I don't want to drive my followers mad point of view. Like, you guys are taking time out of your day to come watch me. I mean, I suppose it might be entertaining if you enjoy me slowly losing my mind, which, I mean, I get. But what?
It's not pointing anywhere.
I'm so confused. I'm gonna take a vote in like 5 minutes to determine whether or not I finish this off stream.
It's not pointing anywhere.
But what am I even gonna do off stream that I haven't done on stream? I'm so confused. I've been left.
Not again.
This does not help me.
That still hurts.
I'm gonna stand right over that hole. Maybe now it'll point down.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Nope. I've been through this door. I've been through there. I know I have, but I'm going to look again. Because this is the most a pit spot in the whole place.
It's not pointing anywhere.
I really hoped it might work that time for no good reason. And this is just a watery spot. This isn't useful. Okay, has anyone noticed any obvious spot I'm missing? I know this labyrinth is kind of labyrinthine, shock and horror. And most people don't know this game at all, never mind very well. But has anyone seen me do an obviously stupid thing? Like, just not check an obvious room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Because I feel like I've tried it at this point in literally every room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Have I used it here?
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to look up a different walkthrough and see if that one's better. Because this one is not helping me. Come on. Someone has to have a better. What? I feel like everybody but me is crazy. Come on. Okay, I'm doing the right thing. Like, I've now read 3 walkthroughs. They all tell me to do the same thing I'm already doing. Which I believe I've done... Wait, no, this is the right room. Which I believe I've done in every room.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Which means either I'm crazy or the game is. Which, I mean, I'm crazy. I accept that I'm crazy. I don't need to pixel hunt this. I know the solution. I just also don't know the solution. Have I checked in this room?
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay, whether or not I have it doesn't really matter. Like, pixel hunt is the general solution, unfortunately, for a lot of point and clicks. But not when you have a walkthrough. That should make it easy. So I'm going back to where Arnold was. That's where the walkthrough says I should start. Even though I've already done it. If it works this time, I'm going to scream. Like, not too much, but just a little.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay. So it didn't work.
He's dead.
In here? Will it help in here?
It's not pointing anywhere.
What? I'm confused. My brain's melting. There's no pit here, but screw it.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Have I done it here? I'm pretty sure I have.
Well, that's funny. It's pointing downward.
Cool. So I spent 20 minutes because I forgot to check in exactly one room, which was exactly one room away from where I started. Wasn't that fun?
Hey, down there.
Indy, is that you? I was asleep.
Yeah, it's Sophia.
Sophia, what are you doing down there?
What do you think, you moron? I'm a prisoner. Get me out!
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, Cahill, get excited.
Thanks.
I guess you finally got on Kerner's nerves, huh?
I don't want to talk about it, but look what I found down there.
Oh, yeah?
It's the World Stone Sternhardt nabbed in Tikal.
Hey!
Very good, Doctor.
Good job, Sophia. Cool. And now we're teamed up with Sophia again. I'm not sure if she's going to get immediately kidnapped again. I hope not.
I already have it.
But boy, do I not feel smart for... God, just one room I missed. Cool. Now I can do this. Rising sun. Sorry, full moon should be at night. And noon sun over the western sea. Easy peasy. So yeah, 90% of this path seems to take place in the labyrinth, including a nearly unwinnable fight, which you can smart your way through. But here is an entirely new environment that we didn't see previously, which I actually really appreciate.
Sophia, take a look at this.
According to the inscription, the arrow on this pedestal is pointing north towards the lesser colony of Atlantis.
The nearest landmass up north is a volcanic island called Thera.
Well then, that's our next stop.
And Thera is kind of interesting
Let's move on.
within the game, because Thera is a location you just don't even visit when you're with Sophia. You just never go there. And I don't quite get why, because they built it all.
Here we are, Thera. The whole island is the rim of an extinct volcano. There's a Greek scholar named Marinathos who claims the place exploded in 1600 BC and wiped out civilization all over the Mediterranean.
Kind of like Krakatoa.
Exactly, only bigger. Maybe it wiped out Atlantis as well.
It's useless to speculate. What's our plan?
Plan? I don't have a plan.
Come on, Jones. We need one.
We can talk to the locals.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Hi, Captain.
Ahoy there.
What can you tell us?
Ahoy yourself. If it's salvage work you need, I'm your man. No job too big, no job too small.
You ever hear of Atlantis?
Of course. And dragons and mermaids and...
I want to go there. Can you take us?
To Atlantis? I can't go anywhere that's not marked on my charts. Where exactly do you expect to find it?
Fair question.
Darn, I can't remember.
In that case, I can't help you.
And yet I do know the distance, interestingly. I'm not sure the direction, but I am in the Lesser Colony, and the Lesser Colony is 180 miles north of the city. We also know that there was a tenfold error. So basically all numbers should be divided by 10. So instead of 180 miles, it's 18 miles, which was one of the options. But I believe there's a little bit more to explore in Thera. Although not that much. Again, I believe you do a little bit more in Thera in the other path.
Hey! Where are you going?
Off to see the sights. Yeah.
I want to see if our friend Kerner has been here.
I'll wait here.
Yeah. And there's the island of Thera. I have only the vaguest memory of this area.
Nothing here. It's just a dead end.
Oh. Cool. Thanks for letting me walk all the way there. I don't know if there's much to do here. It certainly doesn't look like it. So let's head back. So I know that I'm looking for an island roughly 18 miles from Thera. Don't seem to be any items to pick up. And in spite of the idea of speaking to locals, there is only one
Ahoy
local to
there.
speak to.
You again. What do you want?
Can you take us to
Can you
Atlantis?
take us to Atlantis?
If I knew where it was, I could. Where exactly do you want to go?
It's 18 miles.
18 miles from here.
In what direction?
Well, we're north, so it is directly
South
south.
of Thera.
Do you know where that puts us? Since you don't seem to know, I'll tell you. In the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, that's sort of the point, don't worry. Do you have a diving suit or something?
Do you have a diving suit or something?
Yes, but there's a hole in it. Are you sure you know what you are doing?
Yes,
I
of course.
really don't.
All right, Mr. All-American Explorer type, let's find Atlantis. Just remember, if it sank like they said it did, I claim the salvage rights.
You know, kind of fair.
Avast, you lubbers. We've arrived.
Are you sure?
Exactly where you wanted to go. There's a diving suit in one of the lockers. The rest is up to you.
Aren't you going to help?
I'm against helping anyone into an early grave. From now on, you're on your own.
Fair, buddy. I'm gonna save because I feel like this could go very badly. Yes, Cahill?
It's a convenient place to stow things.
Work was okay, thanks, Cahill. How's your day? I know you're not working at the moment, but
It's an old diving suit. Uh-oh, there's a small hole in it.
there's a small hole. Perhaps something that could be fixed with some horrific gum.
I don't think that'll work.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'm not putting that on. It's not rigged yet.
What do you mean by rigged? Oh. Use the air hose? Hey, there we go. I did a thing.
I'm not putting that on. It won't hold air.
Okay. So what do I use to make it hold air? So I've got
Say,
very few
Captain.
items.
Yes?
I don't think...
Give us a few more minutes.
If you say so.
I don't think going back to Thera does us much good.
Hey.
Maybe Sophia has an idea.
Yes?
What do we do?
What do we do now?
I guess you better try out that suit.
He won't try it out.
Excuse me.
I'm excited to see your short, Cahill. Okay, what items do I have that might be useful? Those won't be useful. I can't see the clay jar plugging anything up. It's worth trying the dirty rag.
I don't think that'll work. I'm not putting that on. It won't hold air. Hello?
Yes?
Okay, take us back to Thera, buddy.
Take us back to Thera, please.
Couldn't
And
find the secret city? Too bad. I was hoping to dredge up a fortune. I don't know why I let you hook me into that trip.
It's the lure of the unknown. Take my word for it.
look, we'll be going back. I just need to find something to patch up the suit. Don't worry,
Here
buddy.
we are again.
I'm used to just having to punch things. Why do I have to solve puzzles in this puzzle game? This is just confusing, to say the least. Maybe let's explore the island. Like, the only thing I can think is that I missed something. Because there's this whole other side of the island. And I can't believe they would have put it here for no reason. So the cleft in the mountain is pointless. Oh, a gap in the mountain. Maybe that's going to be useful. Hey, there we go. Something useful. And look at that, a tire repair kit. That's definitely going to be useful. Because that'll patch up the suit, I bet.
It's a plain old empty wooden box.
Empty, you say? What about this truck? I mean, there's clearly been, like, a shootout.
A German army truck with a missing tire. Kerner must have been here.
Collapsed entrance. Oh, so this was actually the lesser colony.
Looks like the collapsed entrance to an underground chamber. Who knows? Maybe it led straight to Atlantis.
Would have been much easier than what we're going to do.
This looks like a natural gas fissure.
Is there anything else interesting around here? Collapsed entrance. I think the tire repair kit was all we needed, which means we should be a couple of minutes, hopefully, from finishing this path, which is the point at which I am going to call this. And then on Sunday we will finish the last path and the end of the game. So long. Does anybody have anybody who they'd like me to raid? I see that Far and Nalabai are streaming. But is there anybody else who'd be fun?
Ahoy there!
You again. What do you want?
Yeah, Sophia, just keep power walking.
Let's go. I can fix the suit.
Fine by me. Where are we going?
18 miles.
18 miles from here.
In what direction?
South of Thera.
Are you sure you know what you are doing?
Not particularly.
Yes, of course.
I guess we can try again. If we get lucky, I'll be rich. All right, we're in position. Exactly where you requested. Go to it.
Okay, now let's use the tire repair kit.
There. Good as new. Almost.
And now I should be able to put on
I can't
the
move
suit.
at all in this thing. You'll have to get me into the water, Sophia.
Use hoist.
Better turn that compressor on first.
Sure.
Watch that hook.
Okay, okay.
Hey, what happened? Don't stop. Atlantis is right below me. Uh-oh. What's
And
that
there's the
shadow
German
pulling
U-boat.
alongside the boat?
Kerner! Perfect. Another slimy creature oozing up from the depths.
Now, Fräulein Hapgood, I have no wish to shoot you. Don't make me change my mind.
What mind?
I see you've acquired some bad manners from your friend Jones. Where is he, may I ask?
Back on Thera. You'll never find him.
Really? What do you say, Captain?
I brought them both like you told me, Herr Colonel. I tried to keep Jones from dying, but he's a very determined man.
Now he's a dead man. One rude archaeologist is quite enough for my purposes.
Traitor.
Whoa!
Oh boy, I've got maybe 3 minutes of air in my suit. Better start hiking.
Okay. Yeah, I should have saved before this. But let's see if we can manage on 3 minutes. There's only the 3...
Nothing.
Well, there's nothing there. There's only a couple of places to go.
Nothing.
Come on.
Sure
Hey!
feels good to be out of that diving suit.
There we go. And...
Amazing. I must be hundreds of feet below sea level, yet there's enough air pressure to keep the water out. It's impossible.
impossible, and
Except
yet
if
here
that
we
were
are.
really true, I'd be dead.
Okay. And this is pretty much the convergence point, except this one with a much better explanation of how the Nazis managed to get Sophia.
The ladder is in place.
In that she was actually separated from me instead of they just somehow magically got her out of my grasp. Oh wait, my Orichalcum's beads are still in there. I'm planning to wrap up probably in the next minute or so. Cahill, why do you ask? Because I was... Okay. We are raiding Pup Time. Everybody get ready. Is Pup Time with a cap or what? It's very important that I spell it correctly. Yes. We are going to raid Pup Time. This is exactly where we finished off on the first path, so I don't need to show you any of this. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I was very excited with this slightly different path. I will be playing Stardew Valley on Saturday, and I will be finishing this off on Sunday. I'm very excited. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic evening.